Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to PCM22. It's Career Mode, episode 121. It's a massive stage for us because, other than a time trial, this is the final stage in which there's going to be changes. It's only stage 18, but stage 19, sprint stage, stage 21, sprint stage, and stage 20 is the remaining. Tearskin's near the front this time. Of course, he's going to get responded by Simmons, but we have to. Today is the key stage for Morgado hanging on to a top 5, but it's also a key stage in Tearskin getting into the break. Van Hemlen is not a threat, but yeah, I knew those guys would. They somehow always end up at the front, no matter what. So those KOM points today will be the decisive moment of what's left of this tour. Reason being, as I was just mentioning, this is it for the climbing. There are 4 points in the King of the Mountains after today's stage. So the reality is whoever has the lead, as long as it's in excess of 4 points at the end today, are going to be the winners of the KOM. So today, if we can beat Simmons by 8 points or more in the grand total, then we will have succeeded in winning the King of the Mountains. Oh, they're not getting any support from these two. No wonder. They're having a hard time getting up there. Alright. We're going to see what happens if we don't contribute at all. Tearskin's already mostly recovered. More riders coming off the front, which means there's more likely that there are going to be riders contributing. Simmons is not contributing though. Evenepoel is. Van Hemlen is. There's a good amount of points today, but definitely not like the last one. You've got 10, 10, 5, 10, and 5 along the way. 21 now, and then there's 7 and 9 off the front. That's a lot of riders. It looks like this last group of 9 might be pulled back in though. Already coming up on the base of the first climb of the day. Now 28 riders, and now it's time to spend a little bit of energy. Karaman's got a 79 today versus an 82, so Karaman, you're going to protect Tearskin. Looking for a blinking red in either group, and we're okay for now. Back group's looking okay. Now starting to blink red a little bit on that 76. Let's up their effort slightly. 78. Let's make sure nothing bad happens. Still very much at the front. Slight blinking red. 10k to go in this group. Karaman and Azumi very much already feeling it. The pace, the height. It's the Roseland. It's not an easy climb. This should be an alls cap, but as it's the first climb of the day, I suppose. We're down to 22 in the group, as many riders have already been split off. Back group got blinking red there again for a little bit, but not long. It didn't hold. We're down to 20. Karaman, 5k to go. We do still have a lead out possible, but I don't want it to be from 5k out. Tearskin looking really good for maximum points right now. We don't have to get maximum points on every climb. We just have to exceed Simmons by 8 points at the end of the day. Bach getting close to the end for him. And he's the one protecting Morgado, so Kotze is going to have to switch. And Skauskas follow. Back up front. Karaman is nearly done, and we're at 2.6. So Azumi, let's get you going. Come on. Find a gap. Find a gap. 1.6. 1.3. Tearskin cannot attack yet. But Azumi is done, and we're breaking off riders. 700 meters. Okay, full gas, full gas, full gas. That's second over the top, and that's not Simmons. That's not Simmons. So that's good. That's going to be a good amount of points. 8 points. Taraskin takes the lead. 3-point advantage in the classification. And starts to recover. Azumi. Let's go auto for both of these guys. Can they get back up there? Meanwhile, Bach is gone. But Morgado is comfortable. Pelotons are actually already down to 82 riders. That's a lot of riders out the back. Big time losses today. You could see riders potentially. It's 120k to go. But you could see a time. Azumi's back in. Azumi is back in. He can protect Taraskin. It's a front 12. And these three are a minute behind. Everybody has water there, but not here, so we should probably do something about that. It's out to a minute 50. These guys don't want to contribute now. These guys do. But that opened up a minute very, very quickly. They were contributing and then suddenly decided they didn't want to. They went down to a 0 effort, and now this group is going down to a 0 effort. Everybody wants Karaman to be the worker. He's too far back now, so these groups are gonna end up going back to the Peloton, or until you get to here, you got a group that finally decides they want to ride. So Taraskin, we are on the next climb. A points advantage here over Simmons might just about do it. He clearly does not have the energy that he had earlier in this race. These last few stages, he has struggled to score points. Not that he hasn't. He has scored some points. 12 here. 19 here. Karaman. We're going to put in less effort. If he gets dropped, he gets dropped. He's only 55 seconds ahead of the Peloton, and looks like he's going to be needed here at some point. Morgado. Not a fan of how far we've drifted, so let's put in a little more oomph. Kotse, go ahead and gel up. I'm not sure you're going to make it through this climb. 4K to go. And a tempo that we are just hanging on to now. Karaman hanging on to that group, but there's the Peloton. And Karaman just got dropped by that group. That's okay. And now he's here. So Muskowskis. Oh man, you guys are dangerously far back here. Up at the front. Shoot. 900 meters. 99. And follow. Oh, we got blocked. Jack Haig has blocked us. Azumi go help get points, but Taraskin. He gets up to 4th or 3rd. He's 7 points up now. He's 7 points up, so that has just about worked out for us. That was the difficulty of trying to manage both groups at once, especially when Morgado was and is struggling. Kotse has been dropped. Don't. Morgado, don't. At an 84, Morgado did not have enough pace to hold the gap. And that was the fraction of a second that we went back forward. We're back in contact. Really not much in terms of a waste there. Skauskas can bring us forward. And then sit up. Karaman's already in a good position. And Morgado can now sit up as well. Let's let all three recover independently for a little bit. Front 8. And Simmons is not in this group. Simmons is not in this group. Points on this next climb might just about seal it for Taraskin. Karaman, Wiskowskis, Morgado all recovering quickly on the descent. And the gap is 445. I mean, that's a healthy gap. Okay, Taraskin's full strength. Azumi gets partially recovered. We're back up to 9. But it's not Simmons who regained contact, and there's just 35 in the Peloton. And we are nearly to the bottom, so we will have to give assignment. Karaman's fully recovered. Wiskowskis, Morgado, almost there. Wiskowskis, go ahead and start protecting Morgado. And Morgado gets fully recovered just at the base. Set an 85. We'll go 86. Down to 11, or up to 11 here. No polka dots. No polka dots. He's a minute and a half behind. Already down to 5K to go on this shorter climb. Not the easiest climb of the day, but the second easiest of 5 climbs today. 4K to go. And back here, not the same tempo. Definitely not the same tempo. 3K to go. Fourth over the top on this one. It's up to 8 points. Fourth was not a big gain. It's only 1 point. It's going to be actually hurting Taraskin on this occasion, but again, we keep him fresh enough. Keep him fresh enough that he's still got something left for what's to come. Okay, we need water. Karaman is going to be that guy, maybe. 1K to go to the top. 1K to go. Okay, Karaman, go ahead. We did miss something. They don't want to work with 2 of us here. So, Azumi. And now they changed their mind. Yeah, now they're attacking. Alright, we climb our pace. Screw these guys. Now we're starting to pull it back a little. Now we're getting blinking red back there for Karaman. Don't really care about the points on this one, as these guys are not a threat to the jersey. We've got the jersey. We're now thinking about the stage. No more blinking red back there. Definitely getting through some energy consumption though. Top 2 on the attack, definitely going clear. Arietta, we're coming back towards him. Azumi. Oy, I think he just about got him there. Okay, let's get back here and make sure everything's good while they continue over the top. Looks like we have had a couple of attackers. Moss, Johannesson. Plenty of firepower chasing right now. Karaman might get dropped. It's still uphill over the top of that, so you gotta kind of keep pushing on. Make contact with this large group and then sit up. That's not the Peloton. We had the Peloton. Gosh, I look away for 100 meters, and that's what happens. It's not sustained. That's just instant. Back off a little bit. I don't want to catch them right now. Make them continue to ride because they won't ride the moment we catch them. Okay, Muskauskas has got to push harder here. Go 99. It's raining. It's a steep descent. It's a technical descent. It's dangerous. We made contact, but Taraskin is contributing. And we put these two under pressure. 5K to go. We'll go 88. They're attacking already, so that's fine. How are they further away? A 79 downhill. There's the game for you, folks. 79 downhill, and we are losing ground on a 99 effort. That's how much better everybody else is. 1 minute behind. Taraskin's done. So on to Azumi. Muskauskas is nearly done and is done. 3K to go. Richitello. Nichols. Are they willing to contribute? Good. $5K, Azumi chasing, looks like riding for third. Sprinting now. Taraskin doing the same. Morgado was a bike length away and then couldn't make contact. Same with Azumi. Well, not a bike length away on his part, but you're seconds behind. But third on the stage is still a good result for Azumi. Taraskin is going to get fourth on the stage. And now Morgado. Still chasing. Went from one bike length behind. We need to start his sprint. 2K. Just a matter of seconds behind, which means he's not going to lose any significant time here. But change that to effort up, please. That didn't... The adjustment made no difference. That didn't slow down anything. But overall, we get a podium on the stage. We get a second rider in the top 5. And just seconds lost for Morgado. Pretty good day. Pretty good day. And that KOM is ours. We've done it. We've won the KOM. Now we just need to see Taraskin reach the Champs-Élysées, reach the finish line. Only 4 points are left. He has more than a 4-point lead. So he has beaten Simmons to the jersey. And meanwhile, Morgado should be hanging on to his 5th place position here. And now just a time trial left to compete for him. Which, of course, could still change things. Could very much change things. Bach, 40 minutes down. Cutoff is a minute. He still hasn't crossed the line. No, now he has. Yeah, so he was 40 minutes down. 1 hour, 11 minutes was the cutoff, so he's good today. But a lot of riders still coming in. A lot of riders still just going over the top of the final climb, and that cutoff is coming in quite soon. 4 minutes away, 3 minutes away, 2 minutes away. There might be, yep, there are 1, 2, 3 riders appear to miss the time cut today. Van Hemelen comes in at 4:32. A big group at 5:03. Morgado gets 5:42. Ouch, 5:41. That's a bigger gap than I expected to see, but we do hang on to 5th place. We are still more than a minute ahead of Brandon McNulty. Johannesson is 3/4 of a minute ahead of us, But a top 5, I think, is absolutely a great thing for Morgado compared to, how he is on paper to these guys that are all, Almeida, okay, but add the 4. Add the 4. So he's 82 or 79. He's a +3. Gregoire ends up in 10th place, but that's all breakaway stuff. Gil Martin, Richitello. There it is. 13-point lead for Terskin in the KOM. He is your polka dot jersey wearer all the way to Paris, folks, because only 4 points are left for Quinn Simmons to go out and get on the next stage. We will, of course, bypass that next stage as it's a sprint one. So we have a time trial and the Champs-Élysées remaining. We have pulled off the miracle when it came to the KOM. Morgado is 8 minutes ahead of Gregoire in the under 25s, and we have reclaimed the team classification from second place. So we've actually done really, really well. We didn't compete for the points at all, but we've got a top 5 in the GC with a rider who was not top 10 quality, and we rode for that as a side project. I know that some of you feel we should have won this race, but come on. Really? You think we're going to beat Pogacar and Bernal and the team that surrounds those two? And then competing against Garcia, Hannesen would have been easier if it wasn't multiple stages. It didn't happen on every stage, but stage, and then a few stages later, and then a few stages later, over and over again, you face that scenario where it's you versus all. And we did. We faced that scenario. And Morgado, who is not a top 10 level guy, with support, we squeezed out. We did what we needed to do to be competitive and get him into the top 5. And with a 1 minute advantage over McNulty, he may or may not hang on. What's that time trialing like for Yikes. Yeah, we're in trouble. We are still in trouble. Garcia's terrible, though. We could go ahead of Garcia. We could go behind McNulty. Moss is not good, but of course, they're all going to have that plus. Almeida's out of reach. That top 5 is definitely not a lock at this point. Could go either way. There's a lot of flat, and then there's a climb at the end. If we hang on to that top 5, I think it's a very, very highly successful tour. We've got the KOM. We've got the under 25s. We've got the team classification. That is a fantastic achievement if we can throw in that top 5 with it. If we slip out of that top 5, it's still a very good race, but I think I would be disappointed if we slip out of that top 5. But McNulty is absolutely a guy who can overcome that 1 minute on a long time trial. If Morgado doesn't have a good race day condition, that is especially likely to happen. Garcia can lose time, but he's got a 2 minute advantage, so it's going to be hard to overcome that 2 minutes. It'll be a lot harder to overcome 2 minutes than it is to lose 1. That's going to do it for this episode, though. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there, and bye for now.